Holy moly, it's 2024. And we are in the first few days of January, which is the time to set your New Year's resolutions. But how can we use our tools of our intuition, action, consistency? How do we make our resolutions stick so that we can actually see and create change in our life instead of just waiting for next year? Well, today in this video, I'm going to share with you some tools that I know are game changers to really help you create and manifest the life, the changes, the things that you want to see, whether it's travel or a relationship or creating something. Having a heart-centered desire, something that ignites you, that says, I want to do this. It's an engine of creation, is the most powerful thing we have. But why do often sometimes these things that we think we want, which also the difference between a desire, true desire, something that sustains our concentration versus a wish. I wish I would go to the gym more often. I'm going to go every day. That falls off in 3 days, are two different energies. But these aren't our only components. There are a few others that are key to success. So before I go any further, hi, I'm Sonia. I'm a fourth generation intuitive, and I teach you how to plug back into your innate divine self, your intuition. And I'm so excited because not only am I excited for the new year in this video, but soon, January 15th, I am doing a workshop, a live workshop for only $5. The fastest way to uncomplicate your life. You're going to learn tons of tools, resources, ask questions, put tools to work. It is an absolute game changer. And for $5, I mean, that's less than what I pay for a cup of coffee at my favorite coffee shop. Also happy to do it, support small business. But go head to the description box below, sign up and join me for this live workshop. It is going to help you with all of your intuition, your spirituality, ego, intellect, and so much more. And even more exciting is soon I'm opening my YOUniversity Level 1 5-week-long lead group class. Super wonderful, game changer. I'm going to just cut to the chase. Check out the description box below and sign up for the waiting list. If you'd love to take a group class, I would love to have you there. So let's talk about New Year's and what creates real success. So first, as you said, in order to create anything, whether it's being healthy, going to the gym, whether it is something big like manifesting a house, these are all important things. But what I was really blessed growing up with was a community of believing eyes and nurturing and accountability. These are three components that are absolutely key. One thing that I know about intuitive, empathic people, and people often across the board, is that we like to try and do things alone. It's our habit. But in doing things by ourselves, we often lose steam and gas because it's often more fun to do things collaboratively together than solo. It's like having a dance party by yourself. It's fun. And then after a while, you're like, gosh, you start to feed more people that come in. The dance floor gets even more lit. But that's just me. I love dancing. And I learned this really interesting study from a woman named Gail Matthews from YOUniversity. And so she did a study on how people actually create their goals. And she separated people into 5 groups. So the very first group, they were asked to just think about their goals, think about the barriers to success, think about their resources, how far they've been on their way, how hard it was. And they just thought about it. That was our group 1. Group 2 did the same thing. They thought about their goals and then they wrote them down. They also reflected on those same key components. Now, group 3, wrote down, thought about their goals, wrote them down, and then wrote down what the action step was. What was something that they needed to do to help to accomplish, right? Group 4 did all the same other things, thought about it, wrote it down, wrote an action step, and then shared it with a friend, right? They shared what they were doing with some friend. And Last in group 5, they did all of it. They wrote down their goals, they shared, they took an action, all of these different things. Now, in this experiment, what was so wild was that I believe it was in group 1, 43% of the participants accomplished their goal. Now, group 1 and 2, I think it was like 43%. Group 4 had a 62% success rate. Now, group 5, who had community, who took action, who stayed and sustained, actually had a 72% success rate of accomplishing their goals. That's incredible. That's amazing. So when we think about the power of community, when we think about the power of accountability, when we think about also the making decisions centered in what is your own North Star, what it is that you want to create. That was what I loved so much about this study. What I was gifted was believing eyes in my family. When I came with an idea, I could talk about my intuition, I talk about my hits, my dodges, my guides, any of it, and where that was nurtured and supported and seen, that gave me a real blessing to live intuitively. And you too are intuitive just as much as I am. I just had these real important components. So for yourself, as you're setting your heart-centered goals of desire, find your person, find your friend, find your bright light, those believing eyes who can mirror you and champion you and help you and remind you to show up when you don't want to, and have fun with it, because that is where we play with each other and grow together, unlocking our intuition, helping us support each other's spirit, helping heal and raise the vibration of the planet. So I really encourage you to have a reorientation around not just thinking about what you want. I think I learned that it was 25% of people abandon their New Year's resolutions within a week. I think it's more than 60% completely abandon all New Year's resolutions by June, and fair. But when we have solid support, it becomes a new way of being instead of just a good idea. So with all that, find your believing eyes. Come visit us at Psychic University. Come enroll in my really 2024 cohort. I've been teaching this for years now. It's one of my favorite ways to build community, accountability, fun, and really help to move people into a direct experience of their intuition while working with their people, because it's the biggest gift. Plus, I love more than anything to connect with you. So I hope to see you either in the workshop or the class. I hope you found your buddy, and I hope that you have so much fun, because you are inherently a creator. You are inherently powerful. You are inherently creative. And so when you decide and you go for it, you create healing and magic in the world as just part of your soul and spirit's gift. So I'm cheering you on, sending you all my love. I will see you next week. Bye.